For this performance test, we're going to be focusing on parallel lines, perpendicular lines, and transversals, or one line that crosses two or more lines. We're going to do this with the idea of designing a skate park. I know that it's not going to be realistic because it's going to be a one-dimensional flat figure. But as you see the picture here, you can see examples of both parallel and not necessarily perpendicular lines, but you can see transversals in the lines that cross between the bars on the rail closest to us. So let's look at what you're going to be doing. For this, you're going to graph two sets of parallel lines and a perpendicular line and a transversal. You're going to label all of the key points and calculate the equations of the lines, which I'll hope to try to help you with here. Again, if you need any help, please feel free to ask. And then you're going to answer some questions about your design that show your steps and explain your reasoning. Again, I'll caution you or urge you to look at the rubric to see how things will be evaluated. Focus on the exemplary and the proficient levels for what you want to target your end work to be. So first thing we want to do is we're going to draw two parallel lines. Remember, parallel lines do not cross. They have the same slope. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to choose the point 1 and 1 and 3 and 2 to make my line. So I'm going to mark 1 and 1, and then I'm going to go to 1, 2, 3 and 2 and make my line, and I would draw through that. Now I can look at my graph and see that I have a rise of 1, that it goes up 1 and over 2. So my slope then is going to be 1/2. Then I would want to create another line that would have that same slope. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. You'll be able to do that. Choose your own slopes however you want to do that. Okay, the second thing is you're going to draw a safety barrier, which is line C, which is going to be perpendicular to the lines A and B. A perpendicular line, by definition, crosses at a 90-degree angle, so you can think of this as street corners that are normal. Like if you go out in front of the school, the corner is at a right angle to the road that goes through to Alfresco Road, or 21st Street as it is called now. So perpendicular lines, slopes are negative reciprocals. So if I think of 1/2, the reciprocal of that is just going to turn those upside down. It's going to be 2 over 1, and it's going to be negative. I don't need to use the 1 in the denominator, so my slope is going to be -2. So if I start from one of the points that I went through and I go down 2 and over 1, and I'm going to repeat that a couple of times to help me draw that line. I can draw that, and that is going to be line C. Then we're going to draw another line that crosses both A and B, and those intersections are going to be R and S. So you're going to have four intersections labeled. Line C is your transversal, P is where it crosses A, Q is where it crosses B, R is where T crosses A, and S is going to be where T crosses B. So the transversal I did not draw, but you'll be able to work with that. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is create the equations. Keep in mind that my slope in my first line is 1/2, and I use 3 and 2 for a point. So taking the one that I did, I used 3 and 2 for a point. My slope is 1/2. I'm going to write the equations in a form of y equals mx plus b, which you should remember from algebra. M is considered slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so we're going to use a substitution method to find our value of b and write this equation for this. So my y value is 2, so I'm going to have 2 is equal to 1/2 times 3, which is my x value, plus b. Okay, 2 is equal to 3 over 2 plus b, and then I'm going to solve for b by subtracting 3 over 2. 2 minus 3 over 2 is going to be negative 1/2. If I multiply the 2 by 2 and then put it, it's going to be 4 over 2. So it's going to be just 1/2, not negative 1/2. So my equation then is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus 1/2. So I use that value for b. You'll need to do that for all of the lines, and then be sure to show your steps in doing that calculation of substitution. You're also going to find the slope and the equation for the transversal for all of the lines. Then you're going to answer these questions to analyze your design, trying to think of what things are talking about and explain. That's one of the things. You're also going to calculate the coordinates of P, Q, and R and S using systems of equations. If you need any help reviewing that, please let me know and we'll go through and show up how to set that. I believe if we have those all in slope-intercept form, it'll be pretty easy to do an equality or making the two equations equal to each other and do that. Lastly, your fourth part of this is you're going to write a 3 to 5 sentence paragraph that explains how you decided on the layout for your skate park. Talk about one challenge you faced while completing the task and how you overcame it. And why is it important to understand parallel and perpendicular lines, especially when you're looking at a real-world project such as this. And if you think about it, almost anything that is built in construction is going to have some sort of relationship to parallel and perpendicular lines. Finally, as you submit, you're going to turn in your graph paper with all lines, points, labels clearly drawn. Be meticulous and neat. That's one of the things that we're trying to work on. Include a separate sheet for your equations, calculations, and reflection and part 3 questions, or the evaluation questions. And really think of this as how does it apply to something else, and you should be okay. Again, I'll urge you to look at the rubric for help in determining what's important, what to make sure you have, and you should be able to do okay with this.